that the 4 years spent in high school are the best times of our lives. Throughout our 4 years at Maryvale, this class has spent time together, bonding and creating memories to last a lifetime. We start at orientation. This is a time to remember. Starting high school was different for all of us. Some of us came to this school with friends, some of us knew no one, and others were continuing their years at Maryvale. This didn't matter, however. Pretty soon, we were going to become very close. So close that we would call each other our sisters. During our first year together, we got to know the people in our class, some better than others. This was when we found our niche, creating memories all the way. That was just the beginning. Time after time, our class has danced dances, sang loudly at liturgies, and attended retreats all together. On these retreats, we shared our differences and celebrated our likenesses. We laughed and we cried, carried on and got wild, staying up to all hours of the night. But every time we left the retreat house, we felt something. We felt closer to each other, and we felt that our spirit had grown.
We have come together and shown our spirit to the faculty and students here. The class of '99 spirit has helped us win the gym meet banner in sophomore year and the spirit banner in sophomore and senior year. After we leave Maryvale, the halls, the gym, and the parking lot will be filled with 46 voices chanting, "99 is mighty fine." This is the time is going to change. We remember our first days of getting lost and being afraid, not knowing what to expect. But we have a better memory of our class, our sisters, the people we will hold on to throughout our life. We grew up here at Maryvale, and it was because of each other. Today we are graduating and moving on to create new memories, but forever keeping the old ones dear to our heart. Now here we are before you, remembering our past and anticipating the future, and possibly realizing that what our parents had said holds true. This is the time.
Sister Shawn, Miss Chenoweth, Miss Patterson-Handy, faculty, grandparents, parents, family members, friends, and members of the class of 1999. Good afternoon. My name is Tyler Fick. I have been given the extreme honor to present to the class of 1999 their dedication speech. Last Tuesday, I took my last exam. I cleaned out my locker. I walked slowly down the halls, and I looked around. I studied everything that hung on Maryvale's walls. Pictures, announcements, reminders, the student council board, the BSU board. I even tried to read Miss PH's French National Honor Society board. The weird thing was, I was finished for the day. I had packed my bags and finished my last assignment. The summer had technically begun. But something inside of me just kept screaming, "Stay. Don't leave. Don't ever leave. Stay." As I walked across the parking lot to my car for the last time, I was in another world. I couldn't focus on anything. All I could think was, wow, this is it. This is really goodbye. I was just dumbfounded when I first sat down and started writing about this speech. How do you describe something that is so powerful that it reaches the point of unexplainable? How do you describe the powerful class of 1999? I don't really know. All I can say is what I feel. And what I feel is scared. Scared of losing all that I know. I wanted to stop the clock. I wanted to give us more hours to be together. I wanted to make college and our futures wait another year. But this is a task I cannot complete. A task I cannot make you complete. And this revelation has me literally stunned. So I keep asking myself, what do I do now? What do we do now? Well, we remember. We remember now. We remember today. We remember this exact moment. We remember all of our Maryvale moments. Moments frozen in time. There are some times in life when we stop. We stop and look around at each other. And we smile. We cry. And we open our hearts to the moment. That treasured time when we become the moment and the moment becomes us. Reflect on our all too short 4 years together. We hold one common thread. One piece of the web we hold together. Some of us hold on, never wanting the thread to leave their grasp, while others are ready to let go. When we walked through those castle doors as freshmen, we stood alone. But now, today, we are one. One together, one body, one soul, one heart. Look around at each other. Look at what we have become. Look to the person to your left. Look to the person to your right. Now look in front of you. Now look behind you. Hold on to each other. When we think back, we will remember we had it all. We had love. We had love to the left of us, to the right of us, in front of us, behind us, and spirit all around us. The green and white shines bright. I thank God every day that our lives have been intertwined. You may or may not know that I was born with cystic fibrosis. I struggle every day, a lot more than I let all of you know. I tell you this not because I want your pity, but to tell you, in my darkest moments, it is you, the class of 1999, and your love that gives me the strength to fight. You have left an indelible mark on my heart. Time after time, when I don't feel very strong, it is in you, the class of 99, that I have found my strength to continue on. For me, when I finally muster up enough courage to say goodbye to all of you, my 45 sisters, I know that I will cry. So I have decided right here and right now that I will never say goodbye. We will never leave each other, because all of our moments together, all of our tears, and all the green and white will stay in yours and my heart forever. Why? Because 99 is now, and forever will be mighty fine.
Good afternoon. I'm Michelle Chenoweth. I'm the Dean of Academic Affairs and head of the upper school. Today we are here to honor all our young women of the class of 1999. Personally, I am honoring them by wearing a little 99. I came in when they were freshmen, and this is my first class that will be leaving. At this time, we would like to especially honor those graduates who have achieved academic excellence in the different departments. At this time, Mrs. Deborah Brown would like to present the Art Award to Katie Handler. The National Choral Award will be presented by Mrs. Nancy Burkhart to Melissa Ann Martin. Mrs. Mary Posick would like to recognize Alexis Parente for college writing. The Drama Award will be presented by Mrs. Nancy Burkhart to Christina Enoch. Mr. Tom Schaefer will present 2 English awards, one to Katie Handler and one to Ann Six. The French 5 award will be presented by Mrs. P.H. Catherine Wachter. Mrs. P.H. or Mrs. Patterson-Handy will give the French 4 award to Anne Warren. Mrs. Pam Medore would like to present the Journalism 1 award to April Jones. The Journalism 2 award will go to Gretchen Stewart. Mr. Larry Eichler is pleased to present the Mathematics Award to Katie Handler. Father Ed Wagner would like to give 2 religion awards this year. One to Christina Enoch. And the second to Marisa Nyman. Mrs. Jenny Boyce, representing the Social Studies Department, would like to give the Social Studies Award to Gretchen Stewart. Mrs. Elaine Melanson will give the Spanish Award to Anna Barreto. Mrs. Mary Posick will present the Speech Award to Suzanne Tumalo. The Young Women and Science Award will be presented by Mrs. Stankovic to Kathleen Ann Soltazak. The following awards are given by the following clubs or organizations to the graduate who has displayed exemplary commitment and leadership. The French National Honor Society will be presented by Mrs. P.H. to Catherine Walker. Mock Trial Merit Awards will be presented by Mrs. Melanson to the following: Tyler Fick, Catherine Handler, Carrie Reinhardt, Ann Warren, and Amy Williams. The Mock Trial All-Star Awards given by the Bar Association will go to Tyler Fick, Catherine Handler, Carrie Reinhardt, and Ann Warren. The National Honor Society Award will be presented by Mrs. Medora. To Megan Marie Podolsky. And the Quill and Scroll Award goes to Anna Barawayka. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Kathy Canane, Maryvale's Director of Counseling.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to present the following special awards which recognize these exceptional young women not only within our school community here at Maryvale, but on the state and the national level as well. The Ganster General Excellence Award is given by the Maryland Council 370 of the Knights of Columbus to the student who has attained the highest grade point average in her class. This year, the award is presented to Anne Kathleen Six. The state of Maryland provides a Merit Scholastic Award in recognition of excellence in scholastic achievement to the seniors who have earned both a cumulative grade point average within the top 5% of the graduating class and outstanding scores on nationally standardized tests. This year, the awards are presented to Catherine Elizabeth Handler, and Anne Kathleen Six. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation awards a Certificate of Merit to the student who has achieved finalist status in her competition, placing her in a group representing less than 1% of high school graduating seniors. This year, the award is presented to Anne Kathleen Six. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation also awards a letter of commendation to the students who received an outstanding score on the PSAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test taken during their junior year. This year, the awards are presented to Catherine Elizabeth Handler, Melissa Ann Miller, and Christina Lynn Shekels. The state of Maryland awards a $12,000 in-state college scholarship to the students designated as Maryland Distinguished Scholar finalists, based on both their exceptional cumulative grade point averages and PSAT/SAT scores. This year, 2 students were recognized at an earlier statewide awards assembly, but I would like them also to be recognized today. Catherine Elizabeth Handler, and Anne Kathleen Six. The state of Maryland also recognizes those students who have achieved both a minimum unweighted grade point average of 3.7 during their first 5 semesters of high school and exemplary PSAT scores by designating them as Maryland Distinguished Scholar Honorable Mention. This year, we were very proud to have 7 students receive their certificates in this competition, and I would like to ask these students to stand and be recognized again today. Anna Lauren Barueco, Melissa Ann Miller, Laura Kathleen Narango, Kathleen Ann Saltazak, Christina Lynn Shekels, and Ann May Warren. The state of Maryland also recognizes those students who possess exceptional talent in both the visual and performing arts. This year, 2 students from Maryvale received Maryland Distinguished Scholar Certificates of Honorable Mention, and I would like to recognize them again today. Christina Eleanor Enoch for vocal music, and Amy Christine Triplett for drama. The College Board recognizes the student of Hispanic background whose exceptional performance on the PSAT taken during junior year places her among the top scorers in this group nationwide. This year, a certificate designating her as a scholar finalist in the National Hispanic Recognition Program was earlier awarded to Anna Lauren Barueco. The Presidential Outstanding Achievement Award is presented to students who fulfill the following criteria: a grade point average and overall 3.7. This average is derived from all 4 years, including the fall semester of the senior year. Test scores and teacher recommendations. Combined SAT scores in verbal and math in the 80th percentile or above, and teacher recommendations for outstanding achievement across the curriculum. This year, the awards are presented to Anna Laura Barawaco, Christina Eleanor Enoch, Catherine Elizabeth Handler, Alicia Elan Harcum, Sunny Lee Houston, April Jacqueline Jones, Melissa Ann Martin, Melissa Ann Miller, Laura Kathleen Narango,